$1 million goal doesn't fail in December. It fails at 10 a.m. on a Tuesday when your calendar is full but none of the work moves revenue. This AI agent catches that drift, checks the numbers, and tells you what needs to change immediately without code. Leads fall behind? Your AI chief of staff spots it, rebuilds the day around your goals, and sends a specialist agent to start the recovery. Traffic falling? Dispatch the content growth agent. Conversion dropping? Dispatch the funnel agent. Later, I'll bring you back to 10 a.m. so you can see how one falling number sets the entire system in motion. And if you're one of the now 100,000 people on my email list, you know the mission. Maybe you've read The Wolf is at the Door or downloaded one of my free guides. I turn AI rookies into future makers. The free resources and full command center setup are linked below. Before we build it, one distinction matters. What's the difference between a chat and an AI agent that acts autonomously? Chat is a conversation you start. An agent keeps watching, compares what's happening with your goal, and decides what needs your attention. Chat answers, an agent keeps the goal moving forward. So here's your first move. Open ChatGPT Work or Claude, create a project called My AI Chief of Staff, and give it this base instruction. Screenshot it or grab it from the link below. Okay, so now it has a job, but it still knows nothing about your business. That's where the real build begins. Step 1, give it one source of truth. Connect one Google Sheet. Think of it as a chief of staff's operating manual and scoreboard. The front tab is your command center, your goal, revenue pace, biggest bottleneck, and 3 priorities. Behind it, the business gets separate tabs for revenue, leads, email, social media, blog content, and your calendar. It even has a data health log to make sure everything is up to date. It answers which social posts are working, which emails created clicks and tracked sales, what blog is due next, and where is revenue falling. But how do you set it up? Well, thankfully it's really simple. First, list the tools that will feed those tabs. For me, that's Kajabi. For you, that'll be your CRM. It could be Metrical for social media analytics, Wix for SEO and traffic analysis, Search Console, payments, calendar, and your task manager. I use Blitzer because it's always on my screen. So my chief of staff has permission to reprioritize my day or week when those numbers change. You can connect each through an official connector or MCP, which is essentially a secure phone line between the chief of staff and each department in your business. You decide whether the chief of staff can just look and report or actually act. Here, we want to keep this simple. Start with Google Sheets and the calendar, then add one tool at a time. I've got the instructions in this week's guide on how to set this up below. Because the instructions and data live in Sheets under one roof, you can have your chief of staff save dated backups in a separate folder in G Drive. Then when a better AI arrives, reconnect it instead of rebuilding from scratch. And of course, you can build it out with a beautiful design in Base 44 and give it a dashboard and just connect the sheet to it. But for now, our goal is function and direction to keep you on track to achieve your goals. But here's where most dashboards fail. Seeing a bad number is not the same as understanding what it means. Your agent needs to know when variation becomes a problem. Bringing us to step 2, give every number a finish line. Break the $1 million goal into numbers the agent can manage: monthly revenue, weekly leads, and the conversion rate connecting them. Then give every signal 3 conditions: on track, at risk, off track. If leads fall more than 10% behind pace, the agent doesn't just show you a red box. It identifies the likely bottleneck and activates the response that you approved. This is the moment your spreadsheet stops recording the past and starts protecting the future. At 10 a.m., the agent can see that the leads are behind and understand that the gap requires action. But knowing there's a fire creates the next question. What is the agent allowed to change? Step 3, teach it what it can move. Label every calendar block flexible or protected. Flexible work can move inside your working hours. Client meetings, personal commitments, and fixed deadlines stay protected. Then give it this instruction. Screenshot the prompt or get the full setup from the link below. Now, instead of handing you another warning, it creates room to respond. The sales block stays, to admin tasks move, the recovery work gets time on the calendar. And that's when the overwhelm starts to lift. But clearing your calendar doesn't fix the funnel. Someone still has to do the recovery and ambitious work to hit your $1 million goal. Step 4, give it a bench of specialist agents. Each specialist gets one trigger, one job, and one finish line. Leads behind, the lead recovery agent checks lead sources, form conversion, and follow-up speed. Traffic down, the content growth agent finds the content or distribution gap. Conversion falling, the funnel agent finds where people disappear and prepares a test. Big projects falling behind, it will push it to your calendar so you can not just catch up but stay ahead. Your chief of staff provides the approved data, assigns the work, and brings the finished results back to you. It doesn't open 3 random chats and hopes that they agree. This is where a one-person business begins to operate like a team. But if the system waits for you to notice the problem and call the meeting, it really isn't an agent yet. Step 5, install the rhythm. To turn a chat into an agent, you need it to work at set scheduled intervals. For example, get your agent to check in 3 times a day. Morning plan, midday drift check, an end of day reset, and a weekly overview. Add triggers for numbers that can't wait. But don't just make it repeat, make it learn. At each check, it's going to pull in fresh data, compares completed actions with the result, and records your corrections. The next check starts with that new context, so its recommendations improve throughout the week. That's the loop that everyone in AI has been talking about. Observe, act, check, improve. Without it, you have a schedule. With it, your chief of staff gets sharper. All right, now we're back at 10 a.m. on a Tuesday, but this time your day is rebuilt and recovery is already underway because the business noticed, learned, and responded before you lost the week. That doesn't guarantee revenue, but it does give you an early warning and a team working on the right problem at the right time. But this is where a useful agent can become dangerous. How far should it be allowed to go without you? The agent can prepare the decision, but it doesn't get to sign your name. It can read approved data, calculate pace, move flexible blocks, and dispatch specialists to prepare internal work. But customer messages, spending, publishing, deleting data, or major decisions come back to you. You give the final yes. That boundary doesn't weaken the system. It makes it powerful enough to trust every day. The great thing is you can do this in a day. But remember this, build the system, trust the signals, not the noise, and he'll follow to run with the wolf pack, because this is how you become irreplaceable in an age of disruption.